And his friend Themba Tshabalala caused a serious accident when they were drag racing under the influence of hard drugs on a public road near a school. 4 children were killed and another 2 survived with brain damage. On the 5th of December 2012, both were sentenced to 25 years in jail, each for culpable homicide, and of course that was overturned. The sentence were reduced from 25 years to 10 years, and on the 5th of January this year, he was released on parole after serving 4 years, 1 month and 1 day for his sentence. His fellow accused, Themba Tshabalala as well, was also released on parole the same day. Whilst still in prison, he wrote a song entitled kopa, Tshwarelo, which translates to "Please forgive me." We are this morning in our studios in Johannesburg, joined and having breakfast with Jub Jub Maarohanye. Molemo, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Thank you so much for coming through. Am I right? And it's the new look.
Yeah.
The new look as well.
I gained a bit of weight inside. Yeah.
I see that. Yeah. But how have you been?
I'm just taking one day at a time. I'm taking one day at a time, and just taking it easy, spending a lot of time with family, and yeah. Yeah,
no, I take. But then obviously when we mention your name, there is no way we can separate it from the incident that happened back in 2010, the accident that happened. How do you feel? I mean, every time when we mention it, like I just did now on Morning Live on my introduction, what does it do to you?
Look, what happened on the 8th of March it's nothing good. It's nothing for anybody to be proud of. And, for the stupid decisions that I took, obviously, this is something that I would have to live with for the rest of my life. Knowing that there's 4 kids that are, that passed on and 2 that are brain damaged. And being a public figure also does not make it really that easy, so I guess it'll haunt me for the rest of my life. It's something that will forever stick with me for the rest of my life. It doesn't make me feel good, and the only thing that keeps me going through it all is just prayer, and just hoping that I can make it from every time you guys announce it, every time you guys say something.
Yeah, it must be hitting hard on you.
Yeah.
But then when the sentence was handed down, what did you feel? Did you feel like it was the end of you? What actually went in your mind when you were sentenced the first time to 25 years in jail? Of course, the sentence was later overturned.
I just said, let your will be done.
That's all you ever said?
That's all I said.
Yeah. And you got to feel, there's a saying, when days are dark, friends are few. Apparently you got to feel, understand and experience it while you were in jail because there were no friends. You were just on your own. Talk to us about, that journey, the 4 years journey in jail, your experiences, what you learned.
Unfortunately, I really cannot disclose much as to, the accident. Me being inside due to my parole conditions. But, prison is, if you had to ask me, like you're asking me now about prison, how it is and whatnot, prison is everything that you think and more. So there's nothing good, nothing nice about prison at all. It really sharpened my character, it broke me down. And, at times I found it really hard to really cope, and prison is not good for anybody. And, the reason why I'm really grateful to be given a second chance is so that I can try and play my part in servanthood and protect and try and help the youth that may want to repeat and take decisions that I took that landed me up in prison.
But at the same time, there were also reports whilst you were still in prison, Molemo, were reading that he's receiving preferential treatment as compared to other inmates, only especially when in jail.
There's not, look, prison doesn't care whether you Jub Jub or not. Prison is to get you in line, to rehabilitate you, and to straighten you out. It's true punishment, and that's what it is, a rehabilitation center. And there was no preferential treatment. I did hear of some of the things that were out in the papers. And look, I can't stop the media from writing. I cannot stop anybody from saying anything. At the end of the day, for me, just to keep quiet and stay on my knees in a prayer, at the end of the day, God always answers prayers. And with everything that was written, clearly you guys have gotten to, know that some of the stuff was not true.
Now, you're saying that obviously prison is all about rehabilitation, changing how people view things and do things. Are you a changed man?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, you tell me.
I, I believe I am.
Yeah.
I believe I am. And I can confidently say that I'm not the same person that I was. Like I said, it's really sharpened my character. It's really changed me in a big way. You know,
The reason I'm asking you that question is, I think it was just a month before you were released on parole. We read again on papers that Molema assaulted his girlfriend while you were on a weekend pass. That's why I'm asking, you know, a month before you released, and then we hear of these reports that you assaulted your girlfriend. Are we seeing a changed man in that?
Well, like I'm saying, you know, a lot of things that are written about me, you know, Jub Jub has kind of made a lot of money for a lot of publications. So I can't really say...
But is it true? Did you assault him?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
So it isn't?
No, yeah.
All right.
I'm a married man, so I don't know which
I
girlfriend they're
wanted to
talking about.
ask, because I'm seeing a ring on your finger. Are you married?
Yes, I am.
For how long? Before?
I don't. One thing that I also learned is
Yeah.
not to talk about my private life in the media.
All right, but for how long? Was it after your release from prison?
It's been pretty long.
It's been pretty long.
Yeah.
Your relationship with Kelly Khumalo and your child, talk to us about that a little if you may.
No, I prefer not to talk about that.
All right, but do you still get to see your child? The relationship between you and the child?
I prefer not to talk
You
about
prefer
that.
not to talk
Yeah.
about it, but are things good between you guys?
Well, I'm good, and I'm taking one day at a time. You know, I'm just focusing on my family right now, and I'm focusing on my career, and I'm just holding it down with the team that I have, and trying to get things back right and make sure that I, you know, motivate school kids and stuff. You know, I cannot really, you know, I'm not really interested in the past and stuff. What I'm interested in is correcting my mistakes, doing good by the youth, and making sure they don't repeat the same things that I did.
All right. Talking about correcting your mistake, let's dwell a little on your new song, kopa Tshwarelo. You wrote it while you were still in prison.
Yeah.
But did you record it after all?
There were arrangements that were made for me to record the song.
Okay.
And the reason why I did kopa Tshwarelo is because I had to use the platform that I've been blessed with, which is music. Because I cannot really go from door to door and knocking on everybody. A lot of people were affected. The whole country was affected. My fans were affected. My family, all the families around, everybody was affected. So I needed to use the platform that God blessed me with just to get out there and say, look, I made wrong decisions, and my decisions have affected so many people. And for that, I need an ear for you guys to understand that I'm only human. I was only growing, and I'm sorry.
But did you personally go and apologize to the affected families and your victims?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And how was the reception?
Again, that's also something I cannot talk about.
Yeah, because we read on the papers that some family members were saying that, you know, he is a human being. He made some mistakes. We forgive him. And for the fact that he even went to serve his sentence, we do. But some people were saying, again. But I'm going to let you respond to that. We're quickly going to take the 8 o'clock news bulletin on Morning Live. Stay tuned. But please do become part of the discussion at Morning Live SABC. We're using hashtag Jub Jub. Any questions or comments that you might have on the discussion?